Welcome to Don Bosco in a Year podcast.
Day 2. Don Bosco writes about his early life. I was not yet 2 years old when the merciful Lord hit us with a sad bereavement. My dearly loved father died unexpectedly. He was strong and healthy, still young and actively interested in promoting a good Christian upbringing for his offsprings. One day, he came home from work, covered in sweat, and imprudently went down into a cold cellar. That night, he developed a high temperature, the first sign of a serious illness. Every effort to cure him proved vain. Within a few days, he was at death's door. Strengthened by all the comforts of religion, he recommended to my mother confidence in God, then died, aged only 34, on 12th May 1817. I do not know how I reacted on that sad occasion. One thing only do I remember, and it is my earliest memory. We were all going out from the room where he had died, and I insisted on staying behind. My grieving mother addressed me, "Come, John, come with me." "If Papa is not coming, I don't want to come," I answered. "My poor son," my mother replied, "comes with me. You no longer have a father." Having said this, she broke down and started crying as she took me by the hand and led me away. I began crying too because she was crying. At that age, I could not really understand what a tragedy had befallen us in our father's death. This event threw the whole family into difficulty. 5 people had to be supported. The crops failed that year because of a drought, and that was our only source of income. The prices of foodstuffs soared. Wheat was as much as 4 francs a bushel, corn or maize 2.5 francs. Some people who lived at that time have assured me that beggars hesitated to ask for even a crust of bread to soak into their broth of chickpeas or beans for nourishment. People were found dead in the fields, their mouths stuffed with grass, with which they had tried to quell their ravenous hunger. My mother often used to tell me that she fed the family until she exhausted all her food. She then gave money to a neighbor, Mr. Bernard Cavallo, to go looking for food to buy. That friend went round to various markets but was unable to buy anything, even at exorbitant prices. After 2 days, he came in the evening, bringing back nothing but the money he had been given. We were all in panic. We had eaten practically nothing the whole day, and the night would have been difficult to face. My mother, not allowing herself to be discouraged, went round to the neighbors to try to borrow some food. She did not find anyone able to help, My dying husband, she told us, said, I must have confidence in God. Let's kneel then and pray. After a brief prayer, she got up and said, drastic circumstances demand drastic means. Then she went to the stable and, helped by Mr. Cavallo, she killed a calf. Part of that calf was immediately cooked and the worst of the family's hunger satisfied. In the days that followed, cereals bought at a very high price from more distant places enabled us to survive.
Thank you for joining us today on this journey to know Don Bosco. May these reflections deepen our faith, guide us closer to God each day, and hope to see you all tomorrow. Till then, keep seeking, keep praying, keep growing.